saw some, shout out to my man, tall black guy, and my homegirl DJ Cleveland Brown. He posted something about perfect hip hop records. They were having conversations, and Kelly came up with the point of "Summertime" by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince being a perfect hip hop record. Being able to be played many years later, the same reaction happens every time. Way it's set up, the way it's produced, everything. And they're saying that she thought that was a perfect hip hop record. Now, a lot of people started to throw suggestions in there for, rap, but it also was some R&B. I saw some Stevie. I saw some Frankie Beverly and Maze. I saw artists like that, were compared and said that they have Summertime, When the Weather Breaks, perfect records. So I'm of the belief that Summertime is a perfect record. I don't think there's any flaws in it. I think it's timeless, and I think it will be able to be played 30 years from now. In my opinion, I agree with her on that. But when you hear that Summertime is a perfect record, one, do you agree with that? And also, are there other records that we may be missing? From a summertime vibe, hip hop record where it's just flawless and it's gonna go every single time you play it. Old is older, doesn't matter. Stood the test of time. Big record. What do y'all think? Because I'm in on Summertime. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can dispute that one.
Yeah.
That's a great record. Right. It's a great record. Now, real quick. We talked about this before, and I see Goodwill Hunter mentioned in the chat that it was Rakim's biggest hit. But wasn't this something that was written for Rakim but passed on by Rakim? But then Will Smith did it. Didn't we talk about this a few weeks ago?
I've heard so many different things that it was written, but then, like the beat was for Rakim and he didn't do it. And then Jazzy Jeff said no, Will wrote it, and so like I'm willing to, I'll believe Jazzy Jeff.
Right.
If considering this is the guy who was in the room with him all those times.
I mean,
I'm gonna go with Jeff on that one.
Yeah, Bill Gates Internet says that Will Smith wrote it, but who knows?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jeff on that one, but
it does sound like Rakim.
It's when you hear his flow, you're like, okay, and people say it, and you'll be like, I could hear Rakim on this.
Yeah,
100%. But I'm with Kels on Summertime. I think we all agree that's one of them. Is there records that, and you can just change, you can go to other genres, like that you would say that would be the equivalent of that or would be on the same level? When that weather break and the sun coming out, the barbecue starting.
Easy. 𝐴 Why Don't We Fall in Love? When I hear that, it just feels like the something. It feels like something. I always say when I'm on the mic, I say it feels like summertime to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That's what it.
I wouldn't put it up there with Summertime, but I feel you. I wouldn't put it up there with Summertime. I think
it definitely gives you that feeling.
I'm not mad at that, but I still think it's level. There's a couple levels in between those. Jay Diff, what you think, man?
Return of the Mac song.
That's Return of the Mac song.
That's 12 months a year, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
Do that.
Nah,
do that long.
This song don't necessarily give me a feeling as far as season wise, but Computer Love is a dope track.
We talking specific summer?
You know what? Take the summer out the equation. Take that out the equation.
Love just makes me want to get a Green 5.0 and steal somebody's rims. That's what makes me want to do.
Every single time. I like Computer Love, Terry. Now, Computer Love would be, I put that over A. Marie. That's getting closer to Summertime for me. Lone, what you think? You got one that's Summertime, the caliber of Summertime? We may have missed.
I would have to sit here and think forever. I don't know. I have nothing off the top of my head.
I mean, Frankie Beverly, you got a couple of them.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
On the list of R&B, so he can't do that.
I don't know. I have something to say about the Rakim thing, but we'll come back to it.
Okay, all right. Okay, how about this? How about this one? Stevie Wonder, Sir Duke.
That's make you feel
awesome
record song, personally. Yeah. But it's not a summertime. That to me, that's not even one of that's a good song on that album, but it's not the best song on that album.
Okay.
Ribbons in the Sky probably give me a better feeling than that one does. Be honest with you.
I love Ribbons in the Sky.
You know, what about, I know this is kind of underground though, so maybe it doesn't stretch, but like Fall in Love by Slum Village is such a, like, you can play that anywhere almost.
That's
maybe not anywhere, but I don't know, like anytime that comes on, it's just,
it might not be as universal as the other ones, but that's a good vibe though. That's a good vibe.
Even Selfish though. Slum Village got a couple of them. Selfish is one of them too, to me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has a universe. I'm talking crossover appeal. Like Summertime, there is no limit. There's no limit to Summertime. I don't care where you play it. There's no limit.
Even the song that I named. So if I'm naming songs that are like Summertime, that are gonna give you that same feeling, you'd have to go Frankie Beverly and Maze with like
Happy Feeling,
Joy and Pain, and Joy and Pain, and the one that Beyonce just redid like 2 years ago.
Golden Time? No, not Golden Time of Day. What did she do? She did Before I Let Go. Yeah, Before I Let Go.
Before I Let Go. Yeah, Before I Let Go. That's an immediate jam.
That go
in any setting.
That goes. Yeah, that goes. I'm not mad at that. You know, Summertime, man, that's just, I've heard it in so many different settings, man, and it's the same every single time.
But it's also
depending on where you at, G-Thing.
It also helps about who Will Smith eventually became to be. Like at one point, he was the guy on that one show that was on NBC, and then he becomes like this global superstar. And then you can also just harken back to this place where it's like, oh yeah, he also did music. You know, there's so many factors that are why that record still resonates with people more than 30 years after it came out.
Did you want to? You said you want to double back one more time on that Rakim, or you want to go ahead and get out?
Yeah, so I'm reading a DJ Booth article from 2016, and right in this article it says people have suspected that Rakim secretly ghostwrote the Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff's timeless anthem "Summertime," but in a recent interview, Rakim revealed that he didn't write the song, but it could have been his. So in a conversation with 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝐻𝐷X, Rakim confirmed Eric B's comments in another interview, confirming that the beat for Summertime was originally made for the God MC, not for Will Smith. Eric B also told Combat Jack that he had Rakim record over the production, but people were in his ear telling him the song was too soft, so he passed on it, and Will Smith ended up making a hit out of it. Yeah. But he had the beat, but Rakim had the beat. So
everything worked out how that I was supposed to work out on that one. Like I'm good. Like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen, because that record is amazing. I had the cassette single. The album was called Whole Bass, just for y'all keeping track at home. All right, man.
What about that? Yeah, I was trying to think. You know, what about that Lil Zane song with 112 called "Calling Me"? That might be universal.
And on that note, y'all, we appreciate everybody that's supporting us.
That's that BS.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure to join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. And we invite you to join our hip hop community on Discord. Access it by going to newoldheads.com/community for talks on hip hop, sports, music, news, and everything else.